My good stretch friends, this one is for you. We're gonna do a good stretch. We're gonna feel good. We're gonna open up the body. It's gonna be so delicious and you're gonna feel amazing afterwards. You ready? Hi, so glad you're here. Are you in need of a good stretch? I am. It's a stretchy kind of day. Stretchy, stretchy, wetchy. I don't know what I'm talking about. I really don't. I'm just glad that you're here. Okay, so we're gonna step the feet down to the ground evenly, and we are hip width. Float the left arm up towards the sky. Bring the right hand to the hip. Keep breathing. Hinge your body a little bit to the right. Let's take this left arm and circle it around. Notice your breath. How your breath accompanies your movement and how that feels. Circle the opposite direction. Take your time. Are you ready for a good stretch? Let's come up and over for that side bend and squeeze the bottom. Press evenly into those feet again and breathe. Good, bring your hips to center, lower the left hand to the hip. Right arm up, let's inhale. Hinge to your left, squeeze the bottom, circle the right arm in one direction. Notice your breath, in and out. Jaw is relaxing. Circle the opposite way. It's a Thursday where I'm located, and I have been feeling like it is Thursday all day. Come up and over and let's hold it, squeeze your bottom. Get longer on this right side. So this good stretch is just what I need. I hope you can relate in a good way. I hope you're not having a tough day. And if you are, I'm sorry, and I'm glad you're here. Bring your hips to center, both arms up towards the sky. Breathe in. Interlace your fingers together. Press the palms up. And feel the whole body stretch. Ooh, that's good. Armpits, pectoral muscles, sides of the body. Keep breathing. Good. Let the arms come out, down. Hug yourself, left arm under. Good. So a nice squeeze. Give yourself a good tight hug. And then circle your elbows in one direction. Good. Are you breathing? I am deeply. Are you? Circle the opposite way. I hope you're breathing, because if you're not, I would be very concerned about you. Hold it. Let's breathe. Float the arms out to a T, and the right arm comes under. Good. Circle the elbows in one direction. A good stretch. Circle the opposite way. Nothing like it. Nothing like a good stretch. Hold it still. Walk your hands across your back. Oh, it feels good. Keep breathing. And float the arms out to a T. Good. Bring your hands behind your body. So this is going to be interesting. Hang in there. Hang in there with me. Your right hand is going to grab your left wrist, like so. And then you're going to pull your left hand over to the right, like so. And then you're going to drop your head down to the right, like so. And hold it there. So now we get a stretch on that left side of the neck. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? And breathing. We're pressing evenly into the feet. The knees have a little bend in them. And we're relaxing as much as possible. Let go of a sigh. Good. Let's switch. The left hand grabs the right wrist. We pull the hand over to the left and we drop the head over to the left as well. Go back to the feet. Make sure they're pressing down evenly and keep that right hand pulling over towards the left. Which part of your body needs a good stretch? What do you feel? Are you a biker? A runner? Do you walk a lot? Release your arms and let's lower down, head to center. Shake out the shoulders. Good. Let's make our way down to the floor on the hands and the knees. If you have a blanket or a towel, bring it underneath your knees for support. And then bring your right leg out behind, curl the toes and push into that heel. So we're stretching out the calf muscles. Woo-hoo. Woo. Give the calf muscles some love. How much do you love your calf muscles? It's time to show them how much you love them. Good. Let's bring the right knee down and extend your left leg long. Curl the toes, push into that heel. We tend to think of like the major muscles when we're stretching, right? Or when we need attention in the body. So today we're going to talk about the smaller little areas as well, a little bit. Bring that left knee down and then turn your hands to the sides. So you're going to point the fingers out. I always think of a seal when I'm doing this with my flippers. I'm going to rock forward and back. So you can feel what I'm talking about here when I'm talking about the smaller muscle areas. Very gentle movements, forward and back. And make sure you're breathing, because when we breathe, it's going to help us stretch as well from the inside. Sighs are welcome. Good. Let's rock to where we feel a wee bit of a stretch and hang out there. Breathe. Fingers are spread wide. Let's rock side to side. Why not? I think I'm going to go watch the sunset tonight. I'm looking forward to this. I need a little sunset viewing in my life. A little rocking side to side. How much do you love to watch the sunset or the sunrise? Are you a sunrise person? Let's hold it steady, maybe the moon, and turn the hands around. Now, a lot of people don't love this stretch, so you can always do one hand at a time if that feels better. Turn the hand around, the fingers point in, the pinky fingers are on the inside. And rock back only one time, so you feel a little stretch, but nothing too intense. Fingers are wide, we're gripping the floor with the fingertips. And we're going to breathe as we push the ground away. Use your breath here. Good. Let's bring the hands back to neutral. And we're going to flip the hands over. So now the top of the hand is down. The thumb is on the inside. And we're going to straighten the arms as much as we can. Again, you can do one hand at a time only if that feels better. So try to straighten the arm so the eye of your elbow swings forward. And now we're going to lean back just one time to feel that stretch. So maybe you can feel this up the entire forearm, maybe into the elbow, maybe up to the shoulder. Just notice where you feel this. Good. Let's lift up to the knees and shake out the wrists. Good. Hands lower back down. And we're going to turn them now so they point in at each other. My right hand goes above the left on the floor. And I'm gonna walk the hands away from the center of my body out to the sides. Now, if it helps you, you can bring a block underneath your head or a book. We want to be able to let the head really rest here. So I want my jaw, my chin to be in front of my right arm, and the hands are walking as far away from the center of the body as possible. The body weight goes forward and down onto the arms, whoo, and we get a nice shoulder stretch. Breathe deeply, maybe let go of a sigh again. Oh. Let your face relax. And breathe into the back body as much as you can. Good. We're going to switch the arms. So you can do this from down here. Just take that front arm and bring it behind the left arm and walk those hands away from each other. Maybe there's more of a stretch on this side, maybe less. Take your time and be gentle. Head is hanging in front of the left arm. Deep breath into the body. Soften the jaw. Good. Let those arms come back into center. Stretch forward with the arms and do a little puppy dog stretch here. So reach forward through the fingertips. Rest your head down. Oh, I love this stretch. It's so good. Try to get your head to touch the floor or a block or books, and just breathe. Just breathe. Big stretch. Feel the sides of the body. Walk those hands forward a little bit more. Rest your head. Oh, a little heavier. Breathe deeply. And then lift your head up. Walk your hands back so they're under your shoulders. You're going to take your left leg and just step it forward. So I'm going to do my left leg too. Step your left leg forward. And allow your hips to sink forward and down, hands inside that front foot. This is such a good stretch. If you can feel this in your quad here, and maybe a little bit in your left hip, relax your back foot down to the ground. So the top of your right foot is on the floor, sinking those hips, not pushing them, not pressing them, just allowing gravity to help bring them towards the earth. And it's important when we're doing these stretches to remember the strengthening portion of our yoga practice. So even though we are stretching the body right now, the front foot and the back foot are glued and we're trying to hug them towards each other. So we're isometrically strengthening at the same time, and we're breathing, and the arms are hugging inward towards each other. The fingertips are wide and we're gripping the mat. The elbows have a little bend and we're breathing. Let the jaw relax. Now relax the isometric strengthening of the legs and allow your hips to be very gently released towards the earth. Notice the breath going deeper in and longer out. Good. Now take your hips and reach them back. You're going to curl the right toes under. Let your hands frame the left leg. You can heel toe the left foot in a little bit, so we want it in line with the hip. Point the left toes up and walk the hands back so they're under your shoulders. I'm hoping for my right knee to be somewhat underneath my hip as well. With my left foot pointed up, I'm going to tick-tock the whole leg from side to side. And this is a good stretch, if you ask me. Are you asking me? Because I'm telling you, as if you are asking me. I hope that's okay. Hold it steady, flex the foot, take a deep breath, and if it feels okay, we're gonna bow the body a little bit deeper here. You can round a little bit in the back, drop your head. Just notice what feels good. Again, we're not overstretching. Find a limit, stay there. Go to it. Keep breathing. Good. Now, only if it feels okay, listen to your body. You can always use blocks here. Walk the hands over to this left side. Okay, so both hands are on the left side. My left toes are still pointing straight up towards the sky. And this is an outer left leg stretch. In underneath the leg as well. This is the hamstrings that we're feeling under the leg. Keep breathing. Good. Walk back to center. Soften your jaw. Bring the hands inside that front leg and then bring that left knee underneath your body. Walk your hands forward. Rock the hips into puppy dog. Bow your head. Take a deep breath. Find some relaxation in the legs, the glutes, the hamstrings. Good. Bring the hips forward. Sink them down towards the earth. Let the tops of the feet come to the floor. Elbows are slightly bent. Squeeze the buttocks and pull your heart forward. Breathe deeply. Now we're strengthening those biceps and triceps if you can feel that. Good. Push back with the hips. Curl the toes. Bow the body. Drop the head. Breathe. Good. Lift your head. Walk your hands back. Now your right foot is going to swing to the outside of your right hand. The hips sink forward and down very gently, and the top of the left foot turns down. So now we have this right knee hugging in towards the shoulder. The front toes are relaxed. The breath is deep. Now finding that isometric strengthening. Glue the front foot, glue the back leg, pull them towards each other. Hug the space between the arms. Feel the core. The fingers are wide. Let's grip the mat with the fingertips and pull back with the fingertips. Let the jaw relax. Nice deep breath here. Good. Relax that isometric strengthening and allow gravity to help guide the hips down. We're not pushing anything. We're just using the breath, feeling the body as it starts to open a little bit more. Maybe a smile comes across your face. Good. We're going to rock those hips back, curl the left toes under, point the front toes up. As we come back, the hands frame this right leg. So I'm heel toeing my right leg in a little bit so that it's in line with my hip. Once I get my hands under my shoulders, I'm tick-tocking my right leg from side to side. And let me tell you, it feels so good. Again, not that you're asking, but I'm going to tell you. And I hope that's okay. Keep breathing. Hold it still, flexing that right foot, and pull your belly up and over the leg gently. You can drop your head, rounding your spine. If you have blocks, you can use them for your hands. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. How do I feel? I feel pretty good. Good. Bring your left hand over to the right side with the right hand. So we can use the block underneath the hands or not. I like to make little fists sometimes and bring the top of my hand onto the floor in a fist position. Whatever feels good for you. And getting in touch with what we feel. So up the back of the leg, up into the glutes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But again, we don't want to overdo it, okay? So a flex of the foot, a deep breath. Allow your body to just be in the moment. Breathe and feel. Good. Let's turn back to center. Bring your hands inside the front leg and bring the right knee back and under the body. So here we are again. The hands come forward. We're going to bow into a puppy dog stretch. Rest the head down. From here, I want to lengthen longer through my fingertips. And now I'm going to walk my hands over to the left to where I feel a stretch on the right side of my body. So I'm going to bow again. Notice what you feel, where you feel it. Good. Let's walk to the right side. Take your time. Hands are shoulder width. Pull the hips back. Let the face relax. Good. Walk forward with the hands again. Rock the hips forward and down just like we did before. Tops of the feet come down, elbows bend, heart forward, squeeze the buttocks. Hold it here. Back bends are yummy. Do you feel it? Elbows stay a little bit bent, heart is forward. If this is a lot on your back, walk your hands back a little bit, see if that helps, but don't do it when you're in this pose. Come back a little bit with the hips, then walk the hands back. Then bring the hips forward and down and see if that helps. Any kind of back pain. Squeeze the bottom, bring the hips forward, and bring the heart forward. Elbows hug in. And let's bring the hips back. Now you're going to curl your toes under. And we're going to do this little by little. The feet are super important. We're going to sit back to the heels, stretch out the feet, and see what it feels like to walk the hands back. So my body weight gets a little bit heavier on the feet here. I want to stretch them open little by little. Toes are curled under. I'm going to walk back a little bit more. Can I lift my body all the way up? Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Now, if this is like, no way, Jose, this does not feel good to you, then take your blanket and bring it on top of your heels and see if that helps. So you're going to sit. And it cushions it a little bit, softens it a little bit. If that still doesn't help, take your blocks or your books and sit them between your feet. So you're sitting on those up a little bit higher and you're still getting the stretch in the feet, but it's not so intense. Breathe deeply, or maybe you stay in this for 2 seconds and then you come out of it. Come back into it. Come back out of it, right? So we do things little by little. Shoulders up and back, bring your heart forward and breathe. Good. Walk your hands forward and down. Let's take whatever we have there away to the side and come into a forward bend. So your hips lift and we're bowing the body over the legs. Drop your head. Forward bend. You can bend the knees a little bit here. Keep breathing. Now bend your knees deeply. Slide your hands underneath your feet so the palms face up. Your toes are trying to touch your wrist. And then we're going to straighten the legs as much as possible, keeping the knees a little bit bent, micro bent, and then bow your body here. So this is a stretch for your calves, but it also reaches up to the glutes. Do you feel that? Oh my goodness. Woo. Good. Knees bending, hands in front. Let's sink right back down and sit onto the back and lay onto the back. Hug your knees into your belly. Little rocking side to side. A good stretch includes some back stretches. We're lying on the back stretches, I should say. Oh, good. Let's bring the knees open and the feet into happy baby. So we're going to grab the big toe or the foot, inside or outside, and just hold it here. Happy baby posture. You can rock a little bit side to side if that feels good. Again, we're not forcing anything, okay? So just do what feels good. Little movement. Deep breath in, long breath out. Let go of yesterday. It's gone. It's gone. Let go of tomorrow. It's not even here yet. Doesn't exist. Let's hold it steady. Breathe. And now open the legs out to a big V position. Oh my goodness. Let the shoulders relax. Let the breath deepen. If you need a strap for the feet, grab your strap. Nothing like a good stretch on the back body. Good. Bring the legs together, straight towards the sky. Bend the knees. Plant the feet. Extend your legs long. Stretch your arms back behind you. Big stretch in the body here. Reach your legs longer, as long as you can. Arms as long as you can. Big stretch. Ooh, this is the finale. Good. So I'm going to invite you to stay here for your final rest, Shavasana. Maybe take a few minutes. Give yourself as much time as you need lying on your back body and just relax. Let everything go. You did a great job. Oh my God. You gave yourself such a good stretch. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'm so glad that you joined us today. Be truly you and get in touch if you have any comments or questions. Namaste.